night drive, well, late night drive around the scene. Let's get to it. So, anybody that lives in Florida, if you heard about this or you just now hearing about this, you're gonna find out. So, a couple weeks ago, the state of Florida has passed a law stating that officers cannot come into your car. They smell marijuana. They don't have probable cause. They can't arrest you, right? Now, it's good. It could be. You got to look at this from two different angles. Is it good? Yes, because depending on what have you done, it can be beneficial in a way where that's another charge that they can't do, that they can't add that charge because of the law. Then on the other side of the angle is this. No, because it's always a catch. You remember years ago? You remember that marijuana card? Remember that marijuana card, right? That instead of just buying it off the street, you could get a marijuana card. So they stop you and ask you for if you have any marijuana. You can show them your card because it's a form of identification. Not only that, but it can help you. A get out of jail free card. What people don't know is this. When they did the marijuana card, right? What people don't know is the fact that there's a catch. The catch is this. You got to make sure your card is not expired. They're going to get you with that. They're going to get you with that because they're not expecting you to do your research. They are going to make headlines, BS plans for a reason which is not even, come on. It's ridiculous. Everything has a small print. It's like a contract. Anybody that's an artist or whoever in that realm, in that field, you got to sign contracts. And what it do, you got to sign contracts. And not only that, it could be beneficial to you, quote unquote, but there's a small print that can mess you over. But see, we like to sign contracts, we like to sign paperwork without even going over them, or without even hiring somebody that can help you, somebody that knows what they're doing, not just somebody who's money hungry. That's a big difference between a loan and a gift. I'm gonna say this again. It's the difference between a loan and a gift. Because they smell weed, basically. And what I'm basically saying is that it's a 50-50 if you're looking at it from a different perspective. Yes, because it's another charge that you don't have to add. It's another charge that is not going to be on your record. No, it's basically because there's a small print. It's a catch to it. What people don't realize is that they don't have to stop you for weed. They don't have to stop you for weed. What people don't realize is this. When I looked it up, it's like a drunk person. You can tell a drunk person uninfluenced by the look in their eyes. By the look in their eyes, right? By the look in their eyes, that you can tell how intoxicated they are. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but intoxicated they are, right? Bloodshed. Eyes bloodshed red. They're gonna use that as DUI. If you're doing something stupid, like taking advantage of it, because for some reason it's gonna be a couple of idiots that's gonna there's gonna be a couple of idiots that's gonna use that as an advantage. They are going to use that as an advantage. They are, because they think, oh, just because the state of Florida passed that law, they act like Florida is not every other. It's not. They act like Florida is not similar to any other states. They can pass laws, but they can also revoke them laws. So you're gonna have idiots out there. You're gonna have idiots out there, right? That's going to use that as an advantage. Not only use that as an advantage, but also take over. And next thing you know, everything's gonna go back to the norm. Not normal, but to the norm. Which is sad. But at the end of the day, it's people. What can you expect? People gonna be people regardless. It is what it is, you know. Oh my gosh. It's like a certain female, right? Whose ego, who's too bougie, the ego so up in the roof that you mind your own business. You could think she think you looking at her. Soon as you guys cross paths, she looking up in the air, acting like her shit don't stink, acting like it smell like seafood, and she don't know where that bitch came from. That's that pride. And I'm gonna add this. Alright, I'm gonna change subjects in this video. Cherish your blessings. Have a strong foundation from God. Allow God to bless you with the right people, the right foundation. Because not everybody could be in your circle. Everybody could be in your circle, but not everybody can see what you see. You know? So, but also it hits home with different aspects. Finance, relationships, job, whatever in your life. Always cherish your blessing, because you may never know when that blessing may come around. It's slim. But when it do come around, it's about preparation. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stand up while you piss? Or are you gonna sit down while you piss? You know, people don't understand that because people are not in tune. Oh man, I'm acting like this ain't one apart. People are not in tune with what you're saying. People are not in tune with what you see. People are not in tune with your growth. That's where sacrifices come in. That's where you gotta put yourself first. Your self-love comes first. And you know that's a ticket. Self-love comes first. Well, God first. Self-love comes second. Everybody else fall at 3 and down. It's respect. It's the morals and principles at the end of the day. But like I was saying, you're gonna have people that's gonna take advantage. You're gonna have those bad apples, right? And a lot of y'all have experiences in your families, circumstances around you, friendships, whatever, the whole nine. Something that's being basically gifted. You take advantage of it, and next thing you know, it goes back. Now, in us humans' eyes, we see it as a punishment. Or it could be a lesson. Big difference. But here's my thing, right? My thing is this. People, do your research. You have to do your research, because every law, everything that we do, economic-wise, small print is a catch to it. So, like they had the card, they went for the card, so they're gonna stop doing the proper cause. And hell, I would not be surprised they do this. if they do some slick like this, they're not gonna stop you for weed. But if you have some other shit, they gonna stop you. And some of them could be crooked and add that to the charge and don't give a fuck. That's how dirty the system is. The system is dirty like earwax. That's how disgusting this is. People don't see it, and that's cool. But guess what? It's not meant people to see. It's not meant for people to hear. The game is sold, not to be told, and everybody. It's not meant for everybody to understand and take part. But yeah, everybody, like I was saying, just to summarize it up, the state of Florida has the law stating that the officers cannot pull you over, cannot search your car. If they stop you for anything, they can't search your car. If they smell weed, probable cause, they can't do that. But what I'm basically telling people is this: they're not gonna do that. But the small print is that if you look like you've been drinking DUI wise, if you do some stupid shit like you trying to street take over, or you just do some stupid shit, they are going to use that against you, people, just cause they passed the law stating that they can't have no probable cause. What's the difference with that and somebody asking you for money? But what's the difference between that and college? And you can't afford your tuition. You're doing what? You're taking out a loan. You're giving. So that's what they're doing. Passing laws. They are giving. Because any law could be revoked at any time. And that's realistic. Anybody that said it don't, that's the lie, and they need to do their research. But guys, have a good night. You already know at 8 o'clock it's the morning time, so you guys be safe. One life, one love, and one heart.